As we look at the CN Tower and our skyline tonight, it is clear skies, though it wasn't so long ago before we closed down coal plants in Ontario that smog days were a regular occurrence in our city. And tonight out of Washington, news the Trump administration may be preparing to pull out of the Paris Climate Accord. And environmentalists here in our city say it could have implications in Ontario, in Southern Ontario, the GTA, and our city.
It's scary when people put their own narrow politics ahead of the good of the planet.
The agreement has been applauded as precedent-setting.
Today, the world meets the moment. And if we follow through on the commitments that this Paris Agreement embodies, history may well judge it as a turning point for our planet.
That was former U.S. President Barack Obama back in October. Ironically, America was instrumental in bringing countries like China to the table. In total, the Paris Climate Accord united all but 2 countries, Syria and Nicaragua. 195 others agreed to cut greenhouse gas emissions and keep the global rise of temperatures below 2 degrees Celsius.
If the U.S. is pulling out of a climate accord, that means that, it could be full steam ahead for more greenhouse gases.
The David Suzuki Foundation's Gideon Foreman says we could feel the impact of the Trump administration's potential decision right here in Southern Ontario.
If it means ramping up coal plants in the Midwestern U.S., we could see more smog here in Toronto. There's no boundaries between our borders. The pollution floats over here to Toronto.
NASA, along with top scientists the world over, confirm global warming is being caused by human greenhouse gas emissions. Foreman adds we're already experiencing the results through extreme weather systems.
Take the flooding on the Toronto Islands. I can't remember another summer where the Toronto Islands were closed, and that's a direct result of extreme weather connected to climate change.
That still hasn't stopped some from denying climate change as fact, claiming the Paris Agreement is hurting our economy.
Procter & Gamble just decided to leave Ontario and move to West Virginia, which is coal country. And it's not just Canada. German companies are leaving Germany for the U.S. because the U.S. has low energy prices thanks to fracking.
To me, it is actually incomprehensible.
Environmental law professor Jutta Bruna believes the U.S. may actually lose its competitive edge in a world moving towards a low-carbon economy, adding if the U.S. doesn't plan on fulfilling their end of the deal, it might be best they pull out instead of eroding the whole accord from within.
It's not clear to me that if the United States were to stay within the Paris Agreement, that it would be an actor that takes a leadership role, that would be helping to solve the global problem that we have. It might be the opposite.
We're still waiting to find out for sure if America will be pulling out of the agreement. Trump today tweeting out he'll be making a decision over the next few days.